Donald and Dorothy O'Connor were the ministers here, and they were asked to go back to Unity Village to teach the training school back there. And so we had a new minister then. Ross and Kay Breakwell came on board. They prepared us very, very well. There was no transition in that move at all because we welcomed our new ministers. And at that time we were going to build a new church, of course. And we did have plans for the church, but the city would not give us a permit, a building permit, because the church building was going to be too large, so that would not be enough parking space. So at that time we decided that we would, all right, sell this piece of property. And which we put it up for sale. And in the meantime, we bought a piece of property where the Seattle Center sits right now. And we couldn't sell it for a whole year. And then the Seattle Center decided that's where they were going to build, so they bought it from us, and we made $10,000 on that move. So then we came back to this piece of property and had a new plans drawn and so forth. And so that was the beginning of our building. When we were here singing one afternoon after church, we were all singing these joy songs, and a man came from across the street and said, "What are you going to build here?" And Dorothy O'Connor said, "We're going to build a new church." He says, "What do you want to do that for? There's a perfectly good one right across the street." And so we've always loved that story, because it was a wonderful joy. There is so much that has gone on into the building of this church, and such a consecration and dedication and love and joy that it's still here. That consciousness that built this church, I feel, is still within these walls. That's what everyone feels when they come into here. We begin to see the structure go up. We'd come down, and the staff would come. At least once a week, we'd come down and walk on the scaffolding, walk on the planks, and we'd go, "This is the room that's going to be this, and this is where the chapel will be, and this is where," and we'd bless each of those spots and each of those areas. And all the time we were building it, we went to the chapel, and Dorothy's dream was that that chapel would be so impregnated with prayer that anyone that walked into there would feel that presence there. And when it was built, we held our prayer times there every morning at 9 o'clock and every noon at 12 o'clock, and the staff was required to be in there for our daily word and our time of prayer. And every room, we'd even go into the closets and bless that room for the coats that would be hanging there, and for the book counter, and every single room in this building